See noise on the track.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Thanks for coming into the 15th Anniversary Report podcast. I'm your boy Lex. Hope y'all had, enjoyed y'all weekend and shit. It's Monday morning. Obviously, biggest news was, Kobe's death yesterday. So, I'm gonna kick this off by talking a little bit about Kobe. Kobe was always my all-time favorite basketball player. I think, especially for, dudes, chicks, for whatever, especially people from my generation, we were able to see, some of the greats play. When I was a kid, I was able to see Michael Jordan. We was able to see Kobe, and we was able to see LeBron. But Kobe. I watched Kobe as a dude, teenager, my early 20s. I got to see Jordan play, but Jordan played, when I was a kid, I really didn't understand the game to the fullest. So Kobe was always my guy, and losing Kobe, it's kind of like losing a part of your childhood. You know what I mean? Kobe played, like I said, when I was a teenager, in my early 20s. Growing up to be a man is when we saw Kobe, become Kobe. Kobe become, the Mamba. Kobe, the Mamba mentality. All that shit happened in my early 20s. So losing Kobe is kind of different than, when you lose like celebrity, actor, singer, or whatever. I mean, death is death. It's never good. It's always bad. But to lose a legend like Kobe, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It feels different. It feels like, since I grew up watching Kobe, kind of feels like if I lost like a cousin or uncle or some shit. Kobe was only 41. That's only 9 years, older than me. So it kind of did feel like, like I lost like an older cousin. Kobe was, like I said, always my favorite player. Kobe was just, strength, determination, focus. A lot of people, during the years he plays, they always call him a ball hog and shit. But I always just thought that was part of his greatness. He just wanted, the ball all the time, and had the confidence in himself that, he could handle the situation. Kobe was clutch, non-stop. Kobe was always clutch. And it just, it sucks to lose Kobe like that. It's so sad that, his little girl died with him. I can't even imagine the fear that must have been, going through his head, knowing that, the helicopter's crashing. There's one thing, if he would have been by himself, he was like, I'm gonna die. Fuck it, It is, it is what it is. It's not like, anything was gonna save him. But to be on that helicopter and know that your little girl was there, that shit is heartbreaking, That shit is heartbreaking. I just feel bad, for the family. His wife just lost her husband and her daughter. They got, 2 little baby daughters that they never gonna know. They're never gonna be able to meet their father. Shit is heartbreaking, 2020 is not fucking around, between the earthquakes over here, and shit is getting crazy, This year ain't playing no games. But, it is what it is. It's sad, It's sad. There's not a lot of shit that you could say about the situation. The shit is it's fucking sad. I didn't know him. It's not like we were friends. It's not like we were close and shit. But it's just sad, There's some sad shit. But let's start talking. Get into the other shit that happened. Yesterday I went to this Oscar panel with a bunch of other Instagrammers and bloggers from here in Puerto Rico. It was a really dope experience, It was real cool. Got to talk about movies, got to talk about people's opinions and shit. I think it was hosted by Cine Geek Puerto Rico. I had a real good time, I'm not even gonna lie, it was really dope. I know we was talking about Joker. Joker was one of the the topics of the day and shit. I feel like Joker was a dope movie. It wasn't a bad movie at all. It was a dope movie. Joaquin Phoenix's performance was sick, son. It was a dope movie in general. But I feel like before the movie came out, the way they were promoting the movie, a lot of people were like, oh, people were walking out because it was so dark and it was so violent. So I went into the movie expecting like, yo, this shit is gonna be crazy. And I mean, he killed what? The three niggas in the train. Let's start off with that. The first 3 dudes that he killed. Fuck those guys. And when, like, you know what I'm saying, they were beating the shit out of him. Fuck them. They deserve to die. That death, it was what you call it. It wasn't something like, oh, he was a monster that he killed these 3 guys. They was beating the shit out of him. We don't know if they were gonna fucking, rape that chick that was on there too. We don't know what they was gonna do. Those 3 dudes jumping one guy on the fucking floor, kicking him and shit. Fuck those guys. So, off the bat, those 3 guys, when he killed them, not everybody, but some people could understand why he did what he did. You know what I'm saying? 2 of them was self-defense and the other one, like, fuck him. So then, after that, he kills his moms. He kills the other fat fuck that gave him the gun, and then he kills Robert De Niro. So he killed in general 6 people and shit. I think the way they portrayed Joker, the way they did it, they didn't really romanticize the violence, but with him killing, let's say, the fucking fat fuck, that fat guy that gave him the gun, it's bad. Of course it's bad. Killing people is bad. But it wasn't something so outlandish to me. It wasn't like, it wasn't like he killed the most innocent person. His moms, when he killed his moms, yeah, that's dark, but that's not the first time we've seen somebody, kill their moms in a movie. And the dude is bugging out after finding out that that's not his real moms, and she let some guy, abuse him and shit when he was a kid, and that's more than likely why he has the condition that he has. So I could understand how, dude, finding all this shit just, has a fucking break and just goes crazy. And, he killed his moms. Like I said, I don't agree with it, but I can understand how somebody, that might be just too much information for somebody. I mean, they might flip and do some shit like that. And, the whole shit with Robert De Niro, Robert De Niro's character was a fucking scumbag. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. He fucking invited this dude. He invited, Joker on the set of that show to make fun of him. Did he deserve to die? No. But again, I can understand how somebody with a mental break might, blame De Niro and shit for some of the things that happened to him. So, although I don't agree with everything that he did in the movie, all the deaths and all that shit, I also can understand why he did it. But saying that, it doesn't portray the Joker as a villain. And I'm guessing that's what they wanted to do. They wanted you to feel empathy. That's what the movie was about. Nobody felt nothing for nobody. They wanted you to feel empathy, but doing that with a character as the Joker, I think, how do you say it? The Joker wasn't this evil guy. He wasn't just batshit crazy and just did crazy shit. And doing that, I guess it made a lot of people relate to him, even though you really shouldn't fucking relate to him. That's what it did. It didn't portray the effects of in my opinion, of how some mental conditions that he had. It didn't portray it as dark as it could have, or as much as I would have liked it to. I would have liked to really just be like, Joker's fucking batshit crazy. This dude is wild. And I think what they should have done that they didn't do was they should have showed and should have made it more concrete that he killed his neighbor. He killed Zoe Beats. So Zoe Beats, her name is. I think showing that death. I think showing him going over there and knowing that she really was out of everybody, she had nothing to do with nothing that happened to him. She was the one that was probably the most innocent in this situation. I think showing Joker kill her, I think that probably, for me, would have made the movie a little bit more better. It would have been like, okay, wait, now he's killing people that really have nothing to do with it. Because all the other deaths, I can understand why he killed them. Was it, did they deserve that? No, probably not. But I could see why. Saying somebody without any mental illness or anything is more than likely that could have did the same shit. But with Zoe, at least in his mind, he believed that she liked him. She believed that they had these moments that most likely they probably never had. I think that more than anything, for me, would have cemented Joker just being batshit crazy. That his transformation really went from a 180. Think staying on the topic of the Oscars, other shit that was happening is with the whole director category and the whole lack of diversity and shit. They didn't have any women directors nominated, and I just feel like it's the Oscars. Like, who gives a fuck? And I don't mean who gives a fuck as something negative to the women directors, but if we know the Oscars is the type of award show where they favor white men, why should you even care? You know what I'm saying? What's the significance of you getting an Oscar that the nominees are picked by these these old fucks? Why do you care what they think? Why would you even put importance to an award? And I remember, when the whole hashtag Oscars So White came out and no minorities were voted, and it was the same thing for me. Who gives a fuck? Oscars didn't have any black nominees. Oscars didn't have any Hispanic nominees. Oscars didn't have any women nominees. Like, what's the importance? Why do people always need to feel validated by the fucking Oscar nominees? Like, if you feel like you did something good, why you care what these people think? If these people's opinion don't have any stock, according to you, why do you give a fuck that they nominate you or they don't? I think it's like, for me, it's a little bit with all this ego thing. People want an Oscar, but they want to feel like, I won an Academy Award. But if you know what I'm saying? If you know how they think, they're the boys club, they're this and that. If you know what they're about, why do you want to change it? What's the point? What's the significance of changing them? Let them be the way they fucking want to be. That's them. You know what I'm saying? If fucking with Tom Hanks be pissed off that he didn't get nominated for an NAACP award? No. Because he knows what that award show is about. That's to celebrate black excellence. If you know that Oscars and shit is racist, why would you even give a fuck, Like, who gives a fuck what the fuck, they nominate and shit? You already know how they think. You know who's the people that are running the show. I just think in the year that we in 2020, it's about time that people stop putting so much stock into this Oscar shit. Especially, I'm not even talking about fans. I'm talking about the actual people that work in the industry. It's about time that the hashtag should just be whatever. Fuck the Oscars. Don't watch. Don't participate. If y'all feel so strongly about it, actor-wise, director-wise, whatever, however, you're connected to the award show, don't go. Don't watch. I think that's the best thing. Instead of trying to, change their minds, make them more diverse, leave them the fuck the way they are. You stop watching, their ratings go down, and sooner or later, nobody's gonna give a fuck about the Oscars. Invent another fucking award show. You know what I'm saying? Why do people always put so much importance into what other fucking people think? You know what I'm saying? Do you make your movies? If people enjoy your movies, then that's what you're here for. You're not here to make the movies for the critics. You're here to make the movies for the fucking audience. Anyway, my dudes, that was it for today's 15 and Richport micro podcast. You can catch me on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook on 15th and Richport. I hope y'all enjoy y'all week, and we'll see you soon. Deuces.